Welcome back. My name is AIRPOD Tech and I'm very excited to unbox and review the AirPods Max. I've had these sky blue AirPod Maxes for about a month now, finding all the features and hearing nothing with its incredible noise cancelling. With the intro out the way, let's start the unboxing. Before we open it up, we have to look at the box. Apple puts so much effort into the design of their boxes, with their airtight seal that provides a moment of tension right before you get your new product. The box has two Apple symbols on the side, then on top the word AirPods Max. On the front we have the AirPods out the smart case, and then turn around and we see them in the smart case. When you open up the box, you're immediately presented with the AirPods wrapped in plastic. Then under them you've got the instructions, warranty and safety info. Finally, under the AirPods, under the instructions, is a USB-C to Lightning cable charger for the AirPod Maxes. So when you get them out the box, you'll need to connect your phone and set them up. All you need to do is take the AirPods out of their smart case, close to your phone or iPad, then a pop-up on your screen will allow you to connect to them. From here you just need to follow the setup steps displayed on your iPhone or iPad, and then your AirPod Maxes are ready to go. In terms of design, the AirPod Maxes are some of the best looking headphones I've seen. The ear cups are metal and become cold to the touch in colder weather. As well as being cold to the touch, the ear cups are also adjustable to fit your head. The headband is made out of a strong mesh that balances on your head and doesn't shift when you put it on something like a headset stand or your head. The AirPod Max's smart case is quite minimal, it just wraps around the headset. As you probably noticed, I have the sky blue coloured AirPods, but you can also get them in silver, space grey, green and pink. All of the colours look amazing, even green, which I wasn't sure about. So like most headphones, the AirPod Maxes have some useful buttons on the top. You've got the digital crown like on the Apple Watch. With the crown you can control the headphone's volume. It can also be used to pause / start / answer a phone call, even change what you're listening to, and if you press and hold on the digital crown you can ask Siri a question. As well as the digital crown, you also have the noise control button. It does what its name suggests. You can use the noise control button to swap between active noise cancelling and transparency modes, as well as being able to turn both off entirely. So like most other Apple devices, it only has one port, a lightning port for charging on the bottom of the right ear cup. So let's talk about the weight and measurements of the AirPod Maxes. They are 18.73 centimeters in height, with a depth of 8.34 centimeters, and then a width of 16.86 centimeters. In terms of weight, the AirPods weigh in at about 384.8 grams without the smart case, and with the case it weighs 519.3 grams. Most of its weight comes from the metal ear cups. One of the main things you consider when choosing a pair of headphones is the comfort. From my month of use, I've definitely noticed how comfy the AirPod Maxes are. The mesh part of the headband makes it feel secure on your head, but it's also so comfy that it feels like it's floating. The ear cups are memory foam and wrap around your ears very nicely. Like most headsets, after a while, these ear cups will deteriorate, which is why it's a great feature that the ear cups are actually replaceable. You just have to remove them and put the new ones back in. It's especially easy with the inbuilt magnet. So in terms of comfort, we have to talk about the weight from earlier. We know it's very heavy, but I'm glad to say when you're sitting down or not moving your head vigorously, you won't notice after a while. but after you move your head around, it does become apparent, but it's not as bad as you might think. The AirPod Maxes will fit most head shapes, especially with the position of the ear cups being adjustable. But I always suggest finding a shop where you can try on headphones when you consider buying them. One of the things to know is that the AirPod Maxes are not water or sweat resistant, so you might want to take that into consideration, especially if you're a runner. Let's talk about the specs of the AirPod Maxes. They have the Apple H1 headphone chip in each ear cup, an Apple designed dynamic driver. It also has an adaptive EQ as well as spatial audio with dynamic head tracking, and we of course can't forget about the active noise cancellation and transparency modes. Along with these other features, the AirPod Maxes have a lot of sensors. They have an optical position and case detect, as well as an accelerometer sensor in each ear cup, and finally a gyroscope in the left ear cup. As well as the physical specs, it also supports Bluetooth 5.0 and support and is compatible with everything from the iPhone SE, iPad Mini 4, Apple Watch Series 1 and most MacBooks, even the Apple TV 4K. So why do you buy headphones? To listen to music, podcasts or watch some TV? When I say the sound quality is amazing, I mean you can feel the audio in your bones even when you're just listening to a podcast. It provides a clear, strong and stable sound. As well as strong audio, it also has personalised spatial audio, meaning that you can feel the audio all around you, immersing you in whatever you're listening to. So a big feature of the AirPods Max is the noise cancellation. All I can say about it is how good it is. It blocks out nearly everything. I haven't got the chance to try them out on a flight yet, but I can't wait, as even when there's been drilling in my house, I've been able to focus on video editing or writing scripts. Even though it's not people's favourite feature of the AirPod Maxes, the transparency mode is brilliant. You can hear everything louder and clearer than when you have the headset off. The AirPods actually have 9 microphones, 8 mics for active noise cancellation, and then 3 mics for voice pickup, 2 of those shared with active noise cancelling. Here is what the AirPod Max's mics sound like. So there is not much different between this and the iPhone microphone. All I can say is that it's a bit clearer when talking to people and blocks out a bit of background noise. Now, one of the most surprising and my favourite parts of the AirPod Maxes is the battery life. It has 20 hours of listening time with active noise cancelling or transparency enabled, as well as 20 hours of movie playback and talk time. Personally, I think the speed of charging is also amazing. A 5-minute charge leaves you with an hour and a half of listening time. So the smart case does what it needs to. It provides a light protection for the ear cups, and when the AirPods are placed in the case, they enter an ultra-low power state, preserving the battery. Before we get to the conclusion, we have to talk about the price. When they first released, the AirPod Maxes were £549 and $549, but now you can get them for around $4.99 in dollars and pounds. So, in conclusion, I believe that although the price is quite high, if you take advantage of all of the AirPod Max's features while using them mostly every day for school or work, it's worth it. As well as its features, the AirPod Maxes fit into the quote Apple ecosystem very well. You can switch between devices easily and pair it with your Apple TV. I really love the AirPod Maxes and I definitely suggest picking some up, especially after the price drop. Now that all that's wrapped up, I would like to say thanks for watching, and if you would leave a like, that would go so far, and don't forget to subscribe if you liked the content you've seen.